on that, because there's 12 LGAs that have really borne the brunt of the lockdowns. They're under curfew. You know, businesses are really can't operate, and it's hard to do even takeaway. Will they get more support?
Well, we've got the current arrangements in place for all businesses who have had at least a 30% downturn, and we haven't discriminated based on where those businesses are located. But having said that, we're currently working through here in New South Wales an economic recovery plan where we're focused on, as the roadmap is released for our state, how we drive the economy and keep jobs growth strong as we move through towards the end of the year and into next year. And we'll have more to say about that as part of the recovery. But to your question, there's no doubt that particularly Western...
But are you flagging there, you know, greater an extension of the Dine and Discover program, special provisions for Western Sydney and South Western Sydney once we do start to open up?
Well, we're always looking at extending those programs if they have an impact, and we know that that program has been particularly productive in getting spending out the door and supporting those smaller businesses in areas that and industries that have been more severely impacted by the lockdown. So that's certainly in the mix for the recovery work that we're going through at the moment. But, you know, to your question, there's no doubt that Western Sydney has been particularly affected more than other parts of Sydney during this specific lockdown, because those affected LGAs are very much based in Western and Southwestern Sydney. So we're working through those issues at the moment. We want to make sure that wherever you are, whether you're in Western Sydney or any part of the state, if you're a business and a worker, we want you to remain in work. We want businesses to keep going. We did that last year. It was a difficult year last year. We came through stronger out the other side, and we're going to do that again.
OK, just one final question. Did you hear the Premier call Morrison evil? Is he a bully?
I certainly didn't. And what I'd say is that there's always going to be, and the public would expect, particularly in a pandemic, that leaders have passion, have robust discussions, and whether that's the Premier or the Prime Minister, you know, you want those people in leadership positions to speak their mind. And it is a good thing. It is a very good thing for people to have different views, leaders to have different views, and to articulate their case and prosecute their case, either the Prime Minister or the Premier. And ultimately, whether it's myself as Treasurer and the robust discussions I have with Josh Frydenberg, we don't always see eye to eye, but ultimately we have one outcome in mind, and that's helping our state and our nation through this. And I think you expect there to be strong, robust discussions between leaders, and I think the public would expect that those discussions are had. And ultimately, we have what we have here, and that is that as a state level, we've got a great leader in the Premier and at a federal level in the Prime Minister to take our state and nation through this difficult time.
Oh, good to hear. Sounds like it's very convivial behind the scenes then. Dom Perrottet, thanks so much for your time.